Today we're going to talk about liturgical vestments. Before we get started, if you'd like to request a new topic for a future video, leave it in the comment section below. And while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an English lesson. Now, let's learn some new vocabulary. The word vestment is something that is worn on the body. For example, a dress is a vestment. We use this word in English to refer to the special garments worn by priests during the different parts of a religious service. These are called liturgical vestments. Some of these vestments are universal, meaning they're used in all Christian churches. Others are used only in particular churches or church services. Generally speaking, vestments are not obligatory. In other words, they are not required by law. However, many Christians believe that they have a special meaning and importance. Some vestments have very ancient origins. That is to say, they were used many years ago and continue to be used today. This is the case with the alb. The word alb comes from the Latin word album, which means white. It's a long white garment that looks like a dress, and it's fastened with a belt. In many churches, only altar servers wear albs. They are usually made of linen, which is a strong and durable fabric. Nowadays, they can also be made of other synthetic fabrics. Altar servers typically wear them during communion. In some churches, however, the priest puts on the alb before celebrating Mass. At other times, the alb may be worn by the lector, who is responsible for reading the scripture during the service. In more traditional churches, it may also be worn by the acolytes, who are in charge of assisting the priest during the Mass. Another vestment worn by priests is the cope. Originally, the cope was part of a set of traveling clothes worn in the Middle Ages. Today, it continues to be used by priests as a symbol of their ministry. It's a large rectangular piece of fabric that has a hole for the head and is attached to the arms. It's usually made of wool, velvet, or silk. The cope is often richly decorated and symbolizes the good shepherd who carries his sheep on his shoulders. During the procession, the priest wears the cope over his shoulder, but once he reaches the altar, he places it over both shoulders. Sometimes the cope is used by the deacon during the procession, too. Another vestment that you will see during the Mass is the chasuble. The chasuble is a large, often richly decorated sleeveless outer garment that is open in the front and back. It's usually a different color depending on the season or the feast day being celebrated. The word chasuble comes from the Greek word chema, which means winter. Originally, it was a large piece of cloth that could be used as a kind of heavy blanket. Today, it's still used as a decorative vestment to give the priest a sense of solemnity during the celebration of the Eucharist. In addition to these three vestments, the priest may also wear others such as a girdle, a stole, and a maniple. Some vestments have no particular meaning. They're simply used for purely symbolic or aesthetic reasons. Now let's practice repeating these new words. Alb, cope, chasuble. Alb, cope, chasuble. Very good. Now let's put them into simple sentences. The priest puts on the alb before celebrating Mass. The acolyte walked behind the priest with the cope over his arm. The chasuble is a colorful vestment that symbolizes the different seasons of the year. If you'd like to learn more about the Catholic Church and its traditions, visit our website. Until next time, keep practicing your English, and I'll see you soon. Bye.